Welcome Shankara TV viewers and greetings to you all. So in the last episodes we were clearly discussing about the power of mind, and the mind is the central authority for the body, for our life. We train, we give too much attention to our bodies. We do exercises, we do jogging, we do walking, we do swimming. Doctors advise us to take care of our body. Well, it is fine. I don't say that you should not take care of your body, but it is equally important for us to take care of our mind. Because in essence and as per biology, mind controls the body. It is first your mind and brain which gives signals to your body. As much as you train your body through exercises, you have to train your mind too, through proper controls, through meditations, through concentration, through allowing your good thoughts inside you, filtering out negative thoughts, knowing what is negative energy and what is positive energy. Because unless you cultivate the farmer's field, that is the mind, the desired result or action which you aim to achieve in this life would not be achieved, or it would be difficult to be achieved, or it would be achieved in a lesser degree, not up to your expectations. The fundamental point which I would like to drive home is, it is the mind that is the major thing. Even in medical science, for example, we have the placebo effect and nocebo effect. A test was done wherein in a hospital, for two patients, their tooth was removed. And for one patient, he was given a saline water through a computer, and for the other patient, the doctor who extracted his tooth came there fully in his medical coat and dress, took out a syringe and said it is a pain-killing injection. He told the patient, and then he injects the injection. And after 30 minutes, the nurse comes to survey how it is, to find out. The nurse goes to both the patients. The first patient, where he was given a saline water through a computer, complained that the pain still persists in his mouth. Whereas for the second patient, when the doctor himself administered an injection with saline water, the same saline water, he says the pain had gone. Now, what is the reason? It was the mind of that patient, the second patient, which accepted the saline water as a cure. The mind of that patient accepts the saline water as cure, not knowing that it is saline water, and the mind being tricked into believing that it is a pain killer, a medicine, an injection for pain killing, administered by the same doctor or the same doctor who extracted the tooth, with the full medical paraphernalia, dress, with an injection in his hand, completely compelling the patient to believe that what was administered is a pain-killing medicine. So the mind, not the body, the mind accepted that it is a painkiller, that it is a pain-killing medicine, and the body got cured. the same saline water also they use through a computer, but the patient did not know that a medicine was being administered to him, and he said that his toothache was not cured, because saline water does not have the ability to numb the pain. Both cases they administered some saline water just to find out whether even the saline water which removed the pain in the case of the second patient had a miraculous curing probability, a possibility to cure. It could. Sometimes saline water also may be discovered that saline water also can cure the pain. So in order to avoid that imbroglio, they administered the same saline water to both the patients. One patient thought it was a painkiller injection and the other patient was not aware. So the patient who thought that it was this pain-killing medicine or pain-killing injection got cured. And what is that which cured him of the pain? It is not the medicine, it is the mind. It is the mind that cured the patient and not the pain-killing injection. Medicine amuses itself, whereas the mind cures, said Aristotle. It is medicine which amuses itself, whereas the mind that heals, said Aristotle. And even in the Tibetan book of medicine, they said the entire sickness of a patient, of a person, of a human being is due to the poisoning of his mind, not the poisoning of his body. That means we have a placebo effect. That means it is your mind. If you train your mind to receive positive energies, you are tilling, you are fertilizing the field very well to enable you to grow the paddy in abundance for human wealth, for human encouragement, for the flourish of human beings. You till the mind beautifully if you know to allow those positive energies. So it is a mind which is the driving force. It is the brain or the mind which drives the human being and nothing else. So therefore the mind has to be exercised more than the body first. The priority should be given for the mind to get exercised. What is happiness? Happiness is not felt by your body. Happiness is felt by your mind, your brains. And happiness is nothing but bliss. How do you get happiness? Happiness does not exist if there is a sorrow. Sorrow and happiness cannot exist together, just like fire and water. And happiness is complete by itself. Maybe the duration may vary from person to person, from event to event. But happiness, once you have an happiness, even for a split second, you really know what happiness is. You enjoy what happiness is. For a child, a 3-year-old child, 4-year-old child, you give the toy he likes, it's a bliss for him, he enjoys. For a sporting team, for a sports person, if they lift a cup, if India lifts the World Cup in cricket, at that moment for half an hour or 1 hour, the entire team and also most of the nation are in total happiness. The team is so happy. At that state of happiness, they are not aware of any other state of sorrow. That state of happiness is complete. They enjoy. They know what is happiness. That is bliss. Maybe the duration I told you could vary. If the Indian hockey team lifts a cup, the players at that moment enjoy a total bliss. There is no other state other than happiness state. In your dream state, are you aware that there is something called a waking state when you dream? So when you are in happiness, you enjoy the happiness. And that is what we are created for. As Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi says, you don't have to go and search your I thought or your happiness, it already exists. What you have to do is to remove the smoke of negative thoughts, to remove your thoughts, the negative thoughts, and what remains is your I thought. What remains is the bliss. That's what Rig Veda pleads the humanity, right? 7, 8, 9,000, 10,000 years back. Ano Bhadraha Kritavo Yantu Vishwataha. Let noble thoughts pour to you from all sides. If noble thoughts pour, then there is nothing called a thought of sorrow. There is nothing called negativity. There is nothing that can breed or that can culture negativity. Once your brain and mind is fully occupied with positive thoughts, noble thoughts, giving no room to any other thought, what you are going to achieve is complete bliss during your existence in this life. That is what they laid the fundamental principle first. Ano Bhadraha Kritavo Yantu Vishwataha. Let noble thoughts pour from all sides. When Einstein wrote his equation E is equal to mc squared, people in those times did not really admire, appreciate the beauty of the equation, the revelation it gave to modern physics. Similarly, we don't understand the beauty of the words of this Ano Bhadraha. Let noble thoughts pour from all sides. It is an equation. It is a mantra given to the benefit of humanity so many thousands years back, and we have to build our lives, our energies, our guidances right from this mantra. Let noble thoughts pour from all sides. That means you are planting noble thoughts right at the source. If you don't plant noble thoughts right at the source of your living, then what happens is all other empty thoughts, negative thoughts would also go find its way. At the source you have to bring the correction. At the source, river Kaveri is beautiful, pure. River Ganges is beautiful and it is pure. It is pavitram. It just springs from inside the rocks from the mountains, both Ganges or the Kaveri river. And as they flow through experimentations, through experiences, they gather thoughts. And in some places they are pure and in some places they are polluted. There are certain rivers which get polluted and it is called as a ditch. And it becomes more ditchier as the day progresses, as the time progresses. You and I would not try to put a trash on a beautiful, clean 6-way highway or a beautiful road or a beautiful park. But if you go and see a place accumulated with rubbish, our natural tendency is to throw all our rubbish, dust, waste, whatever it is there. It is a natural tendency. It's a law of attraction. So if you have beautiful, noble thoughts, you attract nobility. You have the power to enjoy the bliss. You will find the law of happiness pouring into you as a deluge. You would really attract what is known as positive energies, positive thoughts, happiness and bliss in your life. Whereas, if you have the ability to attract only negative thoughts, then what happens? Just like the dump yard I told you, we would be dumping, all will be dumping their dirt and rubbish there. Your mind will get polluted, it gets dirtier. Now, what are you going to do to attract or to fill your mind with positive thoughts? That is the biggest thing. First, as I told you, it's a farmer's field. You are going to grow your crops. Crops are your thoughts. The better they are, the better you are going to get the yield. You are going to fertilize it, you are going to weed it, you are going to water it. Same way you have to do with your thoughts, just like a farmer growing his crops. The same way you have to grow your thoughts. Firstly, one has to know to how to eliminate negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are those thoughts which gives you right from anger and its byproducts. Anger's byproducts, I had already told you earlier, is something like jealousy, criticism, fighting, arguments, negations, violences, everywhere spewing out and polluting the atmosphere with all those black sulfur. Negative thoughts produces right from the parent, that is called the anger, and from there it branches out like a strong branch, rooting itself deep into your mind. And you or I, or as a humanity, we will find it very difficult to remove that big banyan tree which would have grown like a banyan tree in the course of time, to remove it out from our mind. Even if you cut, it may start growing. So kindly pay your attention. Humanity should pay our attention to give fillip to this idea of a pure mind right from the start. See, I have seen certain parents, for example, if the boy studying in 3rd standard or 4th standard does not score sufficient marks in his class, or he fails, they will immediately start yelling at him. You have failed. You are fit for nothing. You know only to play. You know only to eat. You are always playful. See the other boys, they have scored first in the class. If you are like this, your principal will ask you to leave the school. The boy would be crying. In this way, we ourselves as parents are responsible for incorporating or indoctrinating the negative seed in that boy's mind as he grows. He is a young tender mind who had enjoyed the beauty of a toy when he was playing a year back, which you had given him, filling his mind with happiness. Now the mind is being filled with your own anger, your own prejudices. And if you have prejudices, whatever you see will be prejudiced only. If you have a jaundiced eye, whatever you see will be yellow only. The object is not yellow, it is your eyes, it is you who see yellow. When you see something bad, at that age, that young child, your own child, could have scored a little bit less, but that does not mean it is the end of the day for him. You should tell him, you are capable of doing very well and I want you to score more marks next time, so that you would become a judge, you would become a scientist. You are capable of getting first rank in the class. This may be by some oversight. I am confident that you will get first class. You are an intelligent boy. You are a creative boy. You are an obedient boy. You are a hard-working boy. I am sure. That is the approach which the parents have to bring in. Not criticizing, not finding fault with that young boy. Because at that age itself, the sprout starts. At that age itself, negativity should not be indoctrinated. A young boy was going to the school. One day the principal of the school sent a cover through that boy to be handed over to that boy's mother. The boy brought the cover, gave to his mother, who opened that cover and read the letter inside that cover. She then smiled and kept the letter back and then put it somewhere else. The boy asked the mother, "Ma, what is it that is there in the letter?" The mother said, hugging the boy, embracing the boy, "My dear son, the principal has written that you are very intelligent, that you are a hard-working boy, whereas the other boys in your class may not be able to cope with you. So they want to go as per the mainstream of the class, to go along with the majority of the boys. So I think that I should put you in some other school, because since you are intelligent to the rest of the boy understood the message and the boy was admitted in some other school. Some years passed by, the mother also died. The boy then, after 20-30 years after his mother had died, he was just sifting through some of the old records available in the house. He was going through some of the papers. He was practically rummaging through those papers. Then he saw accidentally this letter, which in his childhood the principal had given to his mother. So out of curiosity, he opened that letter and read. The letter was like this: "Dear mother, your son is not at all capable of studying in our school. He is dull. He is not at all intelligent. He does not even possess an average intelligence. We fear that this may also pollute the other boys. We fear that it would bring down the overall performance of the class when we have such boys. Our school, this class especially, is gifted with above average IQ boys. So your son is not fit enough, is not worthy enough to study in our school. So please find an alternate school and please treat this as a termination letter." It was a termination letter, terminating the boy from that school. But the boy read that, but he was surprised at what his mother had told him. His mother had encouraged him. His mother told him that the school finds it tough to have this boy because of his superior intelligence and hard work. Now the tears rolled down the eyes of that person now. And who was that person? He was no one other than Thomas Alva Edison. If Edison's mother had told him the truth of a negative thought, a negative thinking, that you are not fit enough, that's what the principal says, and knocked the boy on his head or on his face and scolded him for not performing well, the world would not have seen today Thomas Alva Edison and not benefited by his inventions, the amazing number of inventions he made. This positive, encouraging, motivating talk innately coming out from the mother's heart to that boy, how she converted a negative thought into that positive, a negative energy into that positive energy, a negative feel surrounding her boy into a positive feel. The boy became Thomas Alva Edison. Simple thing, a simple thing of motivation to a boy at that age shaped him well, otherwise the world would have lost. The world would have lost Thomas Alva Edison and his inventions. Now why I am telling you? Right from the young age, it is the duty of the parents or the guardians to indoctrinate, to seed, to put that seed in the mind. What is that? That is the seed of positive energy, positive thoughts. Even though negative ditch water may surround, convert it into a positive thought, motivational thought. The boy, the mind gets its own enrichment. The mind gets enriched by these thoughts. It is a training to the mind right from the young age. Another young boy was interested in writing poems, small stories. He used to show it to his friends. The friends heckled at him. He used to come crying to his mother, and his mother said, "Okay, don't worry about it." Then he used to give this to his neighbors, friends, elders. All probably laughed at him, mocked at him. He even had the audacity to give his short story to a newspaper company. The junior editor saw this and tore it off. He came running towards his mother. His mother embraced him. "Son, you write very well. I know that. You keep on writing. You keep on writing to your poems. I have read your poems. It is nonpareil. It surpasses everything. You have the ability. I am telling you as the mother. You are capable. I do not know why other people are rejecting, or maybe for fun of it. Maybe as a young boy, when you take something, they want to say no to you. Maybe only adults they accept. But I am telling you, as a mother, your poems are exceptional. Your writings are exceptional. You write very well. Tears roll down the face of the boy. Tears roll down on his face. And that boy is no other than a person, a famous writer called Charles Dickens. If his mother, Charles Dickens' mother, had told him, you are not fit enough, yes, all the other people are right, wait for some more time before you start writing, or improve your writing like this, like that, it will only smother the natural ability of that boy, the interest of the boy. Therefore, with this I am concluding this episode, and more of it we shall see in the next episode. Thanking you for viewing. Thank you.